Hello, can you read this?
Whoa!
In front of you.
You. Hey, wait!
This is the world of your dreams. And on that note, let me welcome you to Final Fantasy 15. Technically this isn't the proper starting, that will be the next part, but until Royal Edition comes out, which is on the 6th of March, this is what will be. The Platinum demo, as you're seeing here, is simply a teaser as to what's to come that was released several months before the game's release, like most demos are, just to show off what's there. Several nice little things are hidden around, like here, this Titan. Don't worry about this guy, he may look scary, but he's really a gentle giant. It acts as a nice opening piece to the adventure, so I wanted to show it off anyway. It's nothing particularly special and you won't miss anything by not playing it if you dive straight in, but I wanted to show it anyway. It's a nice humble beginning for our little hero. You haven't just dozed off, you're out cold! If you want to wake up and see everyone again, we're gonna have to find the exit. Our companion here is a nice little Carbuncle, a regular of the Final Fantasy series, but never quite looked as cute as he does today. Collecting these gems is entirely optional, but they allow you to unlock these plates that you'll see floating around the demo. The plates will affect different things like weather, or will make certain events happen, or just they're nothing special, it's just if you collect them, you can unlock more things to show, essentially. I'll collect as many as I see as we go, but I won't be bothering to go out of my way to get them. I'll just be showing them as we go. God, they don't look too friendly. You won't be able to take them on barehanded. Here! And now is our introduction to weapons. The Platinum demo ends up acting as a nice tutorial as well. As you can equip weapons as a toy sword and squeaky hammer. The only thing you can't do is lock on. In the main game, holding R1 will lock on. If you do the hard lock, which is pressing in R3, that works though. With they don't let you do a normal lock on, but the hard lock override they let you do anyway. So, and there I showed the bare basics of combat. Most of the combat in this game will be locked and you won't be able to see until the next part when I eventually get round to it. But the Platinum demo will let you mess around and toy with a few of the mechanics in the game. If you decide to go up this way instead of going the other way, as the camera locks onto Carbuncle here, maybe this way? That's Carbuncle saying, go that way. If you come over here though, you'll find a nice little secret where you get to meet another being of the dreamscape. The legendary Leviathan. Found it. So he's telling us where we need to go. In all its majestic size. I'm sure we'll very much enjoy the visit when we find the Leviathan in the main game, and nothing will ever possibly go wrong. As it descends back into our dreamscape, into a nearby river. Nah, it's more of a lake actually. It's got a little waterfall stream going into it, but it's more of a lake. Finding these about, there's one in every area. Jumping into it, as Carbuncle shows, will take you into the next area. So, alley-oop. So, where are we supposed to go next? As we get introduced to this majestic open room, which, as you can sort of tell, was a playroom for our child Noct when he was growing up, as there's toys everywhere. Oh, I think you'll like these. Try throwing one, it'll be a blast. We get given fireworks. Fireworks will introduce us to how magic works, so we equip it on to our D-pad. You can equip it any way you feel like, but I like to put magic on the bottom. If you hold the attack button, you'll bring it out like this, and you can move it wherever you want. The moment you let it go, you throw it, and you'll use your magic. Carbuncle is merely looking for our way out of here, so feel free to wander around. Pressing this will fast forward time, allowing you to see the lighting engine at work. Hint, hint, look at our fancy engine, hint, hint. As we head over here to Crystal Show, there's another nice interesting little secret over here as well. Standing on this will transform you into a vehicle. There's several different vehicles you can become, but the notable exceptions is the bike and the truck here, allowing you to get the grips of how the car mechanics will work in the main game. Aha! I think I found it. As Carbuncle jumps we can't make, the tabletop. What will I get this time? Oh, I'll just send up the same truck, a different colour. If you decide to search the corners of the room, up here, Noct, if you decide to search the corners of the room, you'll find several treasures of more of the crystals. but nothing particularly important, so I won't bother. And this room's a lot bigger than it looks, so I don't want to waste your time. If you run against this or power against it, you can actually knock it over and see the physics engine at work. Like I said, this demo in a lot of ways is more of a tech demo than anything else. I'm not going to make that sound, but whatever that sound Carbuncle is supposed to represent here. Over here, there's a few more enemies of our little dreams. And we can use our magic or our sword or our hammer to take them down and try our basic combos. You can't do anything special, as I said before, as you're only a child here. But have fun experimenting anyway. The enemies don't seem to like the fireworks. And the squeaky hammer, a weapon that everyone wishes you could get in the main game, but I don't think you can. You can get it in the multiplayer expansion, Comrades, which I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to show off in this Let's Play yet, but we'll get to that hurdle when we get to it. But you get a good chance to practice and combo with these enemies, and you might as well practice a bit, because there is an enemy you can actually get manhandled by a little later in this Platinum demo. So get a feel of the combat here while you're at it. Seems there's nothing else around, so let's climb up to the tabletop by scaling these books that are left around. And following our crystal path. Ooh, there's more down here if you'd wish. This area serves as a nice little introduction to the platforming as well. There's nothing challenging here, and you can't really mess it up in any known way, but it's still a nice little insight to what will be a part of our adventure, as we get enough to unlock the silver plates. There are gold plates as well, and there's only 3 of them, and they're in the next area, but if I can't get enough for them in the next area, I'm not gonna bother getting one, because it's not important. It's not stuff you need to see, sort of thing, and it won't impact us in any way in the main game. There's more enemies up here if you decide to tackle them. I will as well, just to get a bit of a feel of it, because I might be a bit rusty. So we can't unfortunately lock on, but you can use a hard lock by pressing in the right stick. All the controls you see in the Platinum demo do apply to the main game, and the reason why I'm specifying this is that if you've played episode Dusk Sky, something that originally was released if you got a brand new copy of Final Fantasy Type 0, the controls on that were quite different. And I'll show off the episode Dusk Sky at another time. It won't be next or anything like that, it'll be after the main adventure is complete, as a something extra. But over here, there's a present. Standing on it will give you Thunderbolt, to an introduction to electricity, as well as a magic source. There's 3 different magical sources in the game. We've already seen one, the fireworks representing fire, this representing electricity, and then later on we'll find raindrops representing ice. Right here, the house, the exit's inside. Well, the next exit's inside, but I already said it, so whatever. As a motorbike whizzes past us. Hopefully that wasn't too loud on the mic. You could knock all these down if you feel like it, but let's press on. We're looking for a long hallway. That'll lead to the end of your dream. Let's look for it together. First I'm going to turn off the rain, and I've smashed this box. There we go. Come on, we can't lock onto the box unfortunately, in any way, shape or form. But we get to see our location and see the beauty that is our world around us. As we get clipping on a pole. There's more crystals to look about, but I think we'll be just short even if we get all of these. I'll still pick them all up, but I think we'll be just short of getting the gold plates, because I think you need 200. Changing that will change the sun position, but we're going to leave it as is, because I like it quite bright. This, I believe, changes you into a creature of the world of Final Fantasy 15. Yes, it does. Allowing you to get a feel of the physics engine in work as well for the creatures, and attack with them to see how they respond to the world around them. Like I said, in a lot of ways this is just a tech demo for the Luminous engine, but it works very nicely as a demo anyway. I can imagine whenever Final Fantasy 16 rolls around they'll do something similar to sort of show off the engine, because I'm sure I've got a feeling they'll move it to the DirectX 12 for the next game. As much as the Luminous engine is beautiful, I've got a feeling they'll upgrade to that PC juggernaut of an engine. Over here there's another gift for us. The Shining Hammer. This is an upgrade for the toy hammer in this, or the squeaky hammer, sorry. So you might as well equip it anyway, since it's a complete upgrade over everything. And it makes a nice little shockwave when you swing it down. There's no special benefits with the previous squeaky hammer, so there's no pain in swapping it out like I just did. Over here you can see there's more enemies, and there's also another creature we can turn into. This time... Ooh. Off the top of my head, I don't know many of the enemies' names. Like, I know the key ones that are mainstays in the Final Fantasy franchise, but stuff that are just thrown in for the sake of it, like these guys, I don't remember their names. It's just the crocodile enemy as far as I'm concerned. It's not like a cactuar or a behemoth or anything like that. It's just a creature of Final Fantasy 15. Down here, there's another secret hidden for us. Getting it will give us footballs. Oh boy, remember when your dad bought you that ball you wanted? Yeah, I remember. It was great times. It made you so happy, but what you wanted most was for him to play with you. Alright, you're getting a bit deep here, Carbuncle. Chocobo. I remember you used to wait for your dad whilst watching the sunset. You'd wait until dinner, hoping he'd show, but nobody came. Carbuncle, you're getting a bit personal here. You like, after a while, you learn to cope with the disappointment by pretending you didn't care. Lonely person. Alright, thanks for the insight. I'm sure all the players really wanted to know what Noctis was thinking, but cheers. But over here, these plates are locked. These are the golden plates I was on about. I think you need 200 crystals, and I just don't think there are enough crystals to put up to 200 here. Aha, this must be the place. He's referring to the tunnel we ran past and ignored. Over here, there's another gift for us. 5 raindrops, our introduction to blizzard-based magic. We don't need to use it, so I won't be bothering. We'll be showing it off plentiful in the main experience when we get to it. If you jump on this bench, you can just reach this and swing for it if you feel you're a bit off. Oh, more enemies. Let's stop to our Doom Hammer. Existing, look at it, it just wrecks these enemies. They poor buggers. They don't stand a chance. When you're playing as young Noctis, you are completely immortal. Don't worry about dying. I don't think you can die in any way, shape or form. The sound effects for the lightning are pretty loud in this demo. There are a few things in the Platinum demo that you could see that they're still ironing out before it, but it works perfectly fine for what it is. The main one being some of the sound effects. When we use spells, they're pretty loud. But we finished here, and it's already turned to nighttime naturally, so I think let's find that long tunnel that Carbuncle was on about, and get to our safe place. But yeah, we can't get these golden plates, unfortunately. The plate is locked, and there's nothing we can do about it, so I'm going to smash this box and then head off on my way. There's nothing here. Let's go. Up ahead is where your dream ends, the place you feel the safest. You've always been a real sleepyhead. Maybe your dream will end with you in your bed. See? I know all about you. Pretty impressive, huh? Are you ready? The end is just up ahead. It's the Citadel. Something doesn't feel right. The ominous silence looming in the air. It's your home and all, but is it truly your safe place? Oh no, Carbuncle! My only friend in this dream. Don't be afraid, I'll protect you through your darkest dreams.
Wow.
This one will protect you through your darkest dreams. But remember, Noct, in the world of your dreams, you are king.
I'm not afraid.
Time to kick ass! As a grown-up Noctis. Is that really you, Noct? with our sword, our broadsword, and some actual fire magic, we can finally take the fight to an Iron Giant and have a real conflict. Ow! Now this will be how to see the rust. I don't think we've been given it yet, but you can get given a point warp by Carbuncle at one point or another, and you can climb this building here, which is pretty neat. There's a few extra rewards for it. Hopefully I'll be able to show it off at some point, but if not, let's kick its ass. So unfortunately we only have the hard lock, because you can't do the soft lock with R1 here. Ow. If you hold square, you'll start to glow, and you can use it to phase through attacks. The phasing doesn't work 100% the Platinum demo, so there'll be points where you'll see me use it and still get clobbered anyway. But it's a cool idea, and it works most of the time in the main game, and I'll be showing it off as much as I can. But you can also manually dodge by tapping the square button, or the X button, or whatever you have, depending on what you're playing off, as you play. See, there's a dodge. Ow. Someone doesn't want you to wake up. That's why this monster is here. Ow! Yeah, I want to know who the Dream Master is. Well, Freddy Krueger did this to our dream. And you'll notice Noctis is very deep in this bit. He's not like this in the main game. They're still trying to work... Ray Trace is still trying to work out what he wanted to do for Noct's voice. He's very deep in this. But just like that, the Iron Giant is defeated. And our dreams are saved. You did it, Noct! So we travel through this huge area. Now we can finally wake up. And as you unlock your platinum plates. The platinum plate is purely there to say, hey, you've beat it. That's why it's called the platinum for the platinum demo. And stepping on this plate here, this platinum plate, will end the demo. But if we choose to ignore it and progress forward, there's a little picture of a monster. If you step on it, you can fight the Iron Giant. But I mean, who'd want to do that, right? I mean, what would you be doing? Rematching it? Getting a cool power? Using the power to climb a building? Falling from said building in one of the most painful sounding impacts in gaming history? Find some neat weapons for your troubles. Get some extra powers to unleash the Armiger. Use your new tools to destroy the Iron Giant and turn the fight into a complete joke, as it can't do anything against your Armiger. And eventually take the monster down. But I mean, who'd want to do that, right? You've already beat it once, you don't need to fight it again. Let's wrap up this demo and get out of here, hey? So we're on the Awakening plate and proceed with the ending, if you want to call it an ending. Ooh, the Regalia. A faithful ride. Hey, it's your dad's car, isn't it? Now I get it. This is your safe place. You can always be with your dad when you're riding in his car. Everyone's waiting for you.
Thanks. See you.
You bet. Now, in you go.
Wait. I remember your name now.
Officially it's Carbuncle, but you can call it whichever you please. This is mere taste of what's to come. And yes, it means that. It might not be starting on March 6th, but shortly afterwards will be the first part of Final Fantasy XV, the Royal Edition, where we'll be starting our adventure properly into a new open world, and a first true attempt for an open world formula for the Final Fantasy franchise since Final Fantasy XII. But until then, you guys take care now.